Band 2. The Queen of Trash, the Queen of Hearts. Remember Amaka, the girl who turned trash into treasure, who silenced the mockers with her success. But her story no end there. Oh no, life had more surprises in store. They said she'd never marry. Who go marry dirty picker? They whispered. But destiny, it gets way of twisting the tale. We see how love found her in the most unexpected place, and how at just 27, she's flying high, building an empire across the world. The same mouths that said, no man will ever marry you, the same eyes that looked at her with pity. Today, those eyes watched her walk down the aisle, and those mouths, they whispered, Chai, see Amaka, na God do am. This is how Amaka, once a trash picker, became a wife, a global businesswoman, and a living testimony that dignity pays. And how at just 27, she's flying high, building an empire across the world. Because when you build yourself first, everything else falls into place. Love finds Amaka. By the time Amaka turned 27, Amaka's business was booming. Her company, Amaka Waste and Recycling Limited, now had branches in 3 cities. Trucks rolling in and out, workers sorting plastics like pros, delivery trucks, and a small office with a proper secretary. But her heart is still empty. Not because she did chase love, no, she was too busy chasing dreams. Marriage, now for those of us we get time. One day, at an environmental conference in Lagos, she was invited to speak about turning waste into wealth. Dressed in a neatly tailored Ankara gown, confident and glowing, she took the stage. In the audience was Tunde, a young man in his early 30s. He was tall, well-built, with the kind of smile that could calm a storm. Tunde wasn't just handsome, he was also the owner of a fast-growing scrap export company. After her speech, Tunde walked up to her and said, their eyes met over a talk on sustainable waste. Sister, your story inspires me. I hear how you start from nothing. Madam, I not just clap for your business, I clap for your courage. Amaka smiled. For the first time, a man no look at her with pity or pride. He saw her as equal. Brother, na the same road we dey walk. That was the beginning. That day a spark ignited. Not the fairy tale kind, but the real one, built on shared sweat and vision. They met for coffee, then business meetings, and before long, business talk turned to live talk. Tunde had his own story of starting from nothing. His father died when he was young, and he had to drop out of school for a while to hustle in the streets of Mushin, picking metals and selling them. They talked for hours about business hurdles, about family struggles, about how society laughs at dirty jobs. Tunde shared his own scars, mocked by friends for smelling like rust, rejected by women who wanted clean husbands. It wasn't just love at first sight, it was respect at first story. Courtship amidst criticism. Word spread fast. Tunde and Amaka dating. The whisper started again. Na Tunde, that iron bender, na so she go marry fellow trash man. Some laughed. See, she no fit get better. Na her level be that. Even her old neighbors gossiped. Remember when we say no man go marry her? Now she dey settle for another one like her. But Amaka and Tunde no send. They build their love like their businesses, brick by brick. Late nights discussing export deals, early mornings visiting suppliers together. Tunde would say, Amaka, you be my missing piece. Together, we go recycle the world. She would laugh and turn our enemies' words into fuel. One evening under a mango tree, he proposed. No diamond ring, a simple band made from recycled gold. "Will you build this empire with me?" he asked. Tears in her eyes, she said yes, because love no be about shine, na about strength. One day, Amaka and Tunde went to visit her early in Omulawori and thought her precious as usual. He set his eyes on Tunde and said, "Ah, say you be Tunde, now you want marry Amaka. You go fit marry this trash girl now, you know it go work out." Tunde held his head high. "Papa, na Amaka my heart dey. Together we dey build, not play oh." The proposal and the shock. When Tunde proposed, Amaka cried, not because she didn't expect it, but because she remembered the voices that once said, "Who go marry trash picker?" The news spread in her hometown faster than Harmattan fire. Some people didn't believe it. Others said, "Na lie, she just dey talk." But on her wedding day, the hall was filled with gold and white decorations. Guess what dazzling Asuebi? The scent of fresh roses filled the air. Her gown sparkled under the lights. Tunde stood at the altar, smiling proudly, and when she walked in hand with her father, she caught the eyes of those same neighbors who once mocked her. They stared, their mouths slightly open. One whispered to another, "Na the same girl wey dey burn bottle that year." Chai! The wedding was not just a ceremony, it was revenge without bitterness. The wedding that shocked the world. The wedding day came, grand hall in Abuja, decorated with recycled art, bottle chandeliers, plastic flower sculptures. Guests arrived in fancy cars, but the real show was the couple. Amaka in a white gown, glowing like a queen, Tunde in a sharp suit, standing tall. Now the same people who mocked her, they got invites. Okoro, who once told her to sell herself, her old neighbors who whispered she die single, even that close friend who advised her to find a man instead of picking trash. They came, expecting a small affair, but what they saw, jaw-dropping. The hall buzzed with dignitaries, governors, business tycoons, even international partners. Tables laden with food, live band playing, and the bride, radiant, successful, loved. Okoro's eyes widened as he saw the couple exchange vows. "Na the same Amaka," he muttered. During toast, guests praised, from gutters to glory. The mockers sat silent, faces red with surprise. Amaka spotted them, smiled sweetly, and raised her glass. "To those who doubted, your words pushed me higher."
This is a beautiful occasion.
The envy of all. After the wedding, Amaka became the talk of the town. No longer just the trash queen. Now the power couple with Tunde. Social media exploded. See Amaka's wedding, from picker to millionaire bride. Hashtags like #trash to treasure love trended. Women who once pitied her now envy her. How she gets such fine man and business on top? Men regretted. I for approach her that time. Her old schoolmates messaged her, "Amaka, you inspire us." But deep down, it pained them say she rise above. Amaka and Tunde merged their companies. Now, Amaka MK Recycling Group. Amaka's life moved to another level. She and Tunde merged their businesses, creating T&A Global Recycling Ltd. Bigger contracts, more jobs created. They became the largest exporter of scrap metals and recyclables in the region. She'd walk into rooms and heads turn, not in mockery, in awe. That's her, the one who proved them wrong. But Amaka stayed humble. Envy no be my goal, she would say. Not to show say dignity wins. Her travels began. First to Ghana for a recycling trade fair. Then to South Africa for a government contract. Then to Germany for a waste to energy conference. Everywhere she went, she dressed like a queen, spoke like a leader, and carried her humble beginnings like a badge of honor. Back home, the same women who once told their daughters not to end up like Amaka now told them, go and learn from her, oh, she sabi business. Some even brought marriage proposals for their sons and say, our pikin fit marry person like you, it go better for him. Global expansion at 27. At just 27, Amaka's world opened wide. With Tunde by her side, they traveled the globe to grow the business. First stop, Dubai, learning advanced recycling tech at an expo. See how they turn waste to energy, she marveled. Then Kenya, partnering with local firms for plastic collection.
Me too, my love.
Africa go lead in green business, she declared. Europe next, Germany for machinery deals, signing contracts in boardrooms, dressed sharp, commanding respect. Asia, China, negotiating bulk exports, late nights in hotels, planning world domination. Back home, she'd share stories. I see the world, but now my roots keep me grounded. Her company now exported recyclables worldwide. Millions in revenue. Employees over 100. But she no forget her start. Sponsored scholarships for street kids. Built community centers from recycled materials. Challenges on the rise. Not everything was smooth. Competitors tried to sabotage, spreading rumors, undercutting prices. One time a big client pulled out after hearing old gossip. Is she really from trash? Amaka faced it head on, called a press conference. Yes, I started in gutters and that's why I succeed. I know value in what others discard. Tunde stood by her. Together, we unbreakable. Family grew too. A baby on the way, but Amaka no slow down. My child go learn say hard work, no gender. Through storms they sailed. Business doubled. Respect tripled. Sweetest Revenge. Years later, at a seminar, Mr. Okuru approached Amaka. Amaka, your wedding, you opened my eyes, oh. I now start small recycling side hustle. She hugged him. See, no seed too small. Her old neighbors invited her to speak in the village. We wrong you, oh. Now you be our pride. She laughed softly. Not be revenge, oh. Na redemption. The envy turned to aspiration. Young girls wrote, I want to be like you, strong, successful, loved. She'd reply, start small, stay true. Today, the global icon. Today, at 27, Amaka jets across continents, speaking at UN events on sustainability, featured in Forbes Africa. With Tunde, they are building eco-villages, turning waste to homes, jobs, and hope. She tells crowds, I married my match, not my savior. We build together. And the world claps louder than ever. Because from mockery to matrimony, from local to global, Amaka shows your story can flip any script. The heart for others. But Amaka never forgot where she came from. She opened a training program for street boys and single mothers, teaching them how to collect, sort, and sell recyclables for profit. She created a scholarship fund in her brother Chinedu's name, helping young people from poor homes pay for school. Her story started appearing in newspapers, from trash picker to millionaire CEO. The woman who turned rubbish to gold. She was invited to speak on TV, in churches, and in universities. One interviewer asked her, Amaka, if you could go back and change your past, would you avoid picking trash? She smiled and said, no, that dirt gave me my diamonds. The lesson for the world. Amaka's success was not built overnight. She faced shame, rejection, hunger, mockery, but she never traded her dignity for quick pleasure. She always told young women, your beauty not be for selling, it's for shining. And it shines brightest when your hands are working and your heart is clean. Some girls will tell her, but auntie, no man won't marry us if we no fine and wear expensive things. Amaka would laugh softly and reply in Pidgin, see my sister, no be man be your destiny. If you hustle well, man go find you, respect you, and beg to keep you. Her marriage to Tunde wasn't built on beauty or money. It was built on mutual respect and vision. Closing morals. More lessons from Amaka's journey. Love finds you when you love yourself first. Now who build house, they attract the right tenant. The same people who doubt you will celebrate you if you don't quit. Na envy, na the tax on success. Pay am with grace. Age no be barrier to greatness. Action is. At 27, she conquered world. Waiting you dey wait for. Build with those who understand your grind. 2 strong trees make better forests. Never let past words define your future. That bird wey to say no go fly, na im go soar highest. Your past does not disqualify your future. Dignity lasts longer than quick money. Marriage is sweeter when built on mutual respect, not dependency. No work is dirty if it feeds you honestly. The people who mock you today might clap for you tomorrow, but that shouldn't be your goal. When people laugh at your beginning, don't stop. Let your results speak. If trash could take Amaka to the altar, to the airport, and to the top, what can your own trash do for you? So what dirt dey your life today? Marriage wahala, business struggle, mockery? Grab am, recycle am into gold like Amaka and Tunde. If this part 2 inspire you, share with someone dreaming of love and success. Comment, my breakthrough is coming. Subscribe for more stories that turn pain into power. Your story go change too.